Hello ladies and gentlemen of the StarCraft Nation, Zoya here from the StarCraft Squad bringing another professional matchup. Spawning over here as the red Protoss is phantaxx. And over here as the blue Zerg is ZvP. Now the reason I said this was a professional matchup is because ZvP is so high rated now in the Master League that he's actually playing Grandmaster League players. He's played against VT, which VT guy was it? VT something or another. I don't remember which VT member it was. We played a VT member, and then he also played Root Cats. So, ZvP's getting pretty high up there. Do I think he's going to get promoted to Grandmaster League soon? Probably not. But he's at least playing those members, so, you know, he's not just playing some other random noobs like myself on the ladder. He's actually playing really good people. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, ZvP here gave me this game because he said it's the most epic Zerg versus Protoss he has ever played. So I hope you guys are in for a long game, because that is exactly what this is. It is a long game. Now, ZvP here is scouting, of course, with his Overlord. 14 food, currently getting that gas, standard gas before pull here for a ZvP. Protoss player scouting his opponent. I'm interested in the scout path. He literally just ran around the map like this. So I guess he was scouting based off seeing an Overlord, but I mean, that's not necessarily mean you're going to see one. I don't really know how that, like, I don't understand his scout pathing there. ZvP, you know, just chilling over here, scouting the gateway, seeing what's going on in his opponent's base, you know. It's an awesome thing about close airs, you get that early scout. phantaxx sitting outside his base, getting ready to delay that expansion as long as possible. Ooh, I need to set myself busy, because this is an epic game between a Zerg and a Protoss. And ZvP said he's been working on a new style, ZvP, so I'm interested to see how it's going to go. Scout moving over here with the Overlord. You know, just getting out of there now. He knows the gateway's done. You know, he's going to keep it over here to keep an eye on that third, because he's got Overlords right over here to do some scouting. He doesn't need to watch that. He's all on the way to finish that wall off. 2 Lings on the way. And phantaxx is getting out of there. He knows the timing of these Lings. Typical high-level play. Knows the timing of things. ZvP knows the probe someplace over in this direction, so he's going to look for it. But phantaxx looks like he's just barely going to get away. Expansion going down for him. Speed is also on the way for ZvP, so we got expansion and speed. And phantaxx just trying to get the hell out of there. He wants to keep this probe alive. He's worried about it. ZvP just scouting around looking for proxies, looking for this probe. phantaxx, you know, doing a good job of avoiding that. So, first sentry on the way, warp gates being researched, double gas is already done. We pulled guys out of gas exactly at 100 so we could get that speed. You know, perfect timings from both players so far. Everything's looking really strong. ZvP's going to come over here. All he wants to really do, he doesn't want to lose that Ling. Oh, 1 health. Wow, ZvP. What a lucky pullback. He's just going to keep these guys here, and he's going to, you know, keep an eye on this expansion, possibly delay it as long as possible. So we have second and third gate going down, of course, so standard 3-gate expand. phantaxx doing a little bit more scouting here. Instead of bringing these guys home, he's going to try and find that probe he saw earlier. Keep a 1 here, but keep an eye on that expansion timing. We have 2 sentries already on the field. New sentry timing to get these guys out a little bit quicker. Third one on the way. Kermbus is almost done, so it looks like we're moving out to put that pylon down. We don't have any aggressive Lings here. We just have the 1. ZvP feigning aggression with his Lings, and phantaxx is not falling for it at all, really. He knows exactly what's going on. He says he doesn't need that many sentries to push out. ZvP is just going to drone. And we also have a Roach Warren being built for ZvP, and he's getting a creep spread going as well. So perfect for ZvP. Probe getting scouted though from ZvP's Ling. Awesome. Gonna get, you know, killed fairly quickly there. I mean, it's a Ling, it's a speed Ling. Isn't gonna get away very quickly. And there it goes, dying in a blaze of blue fiery gore. So sexy. Expansion going down for phantaxx, getting that forge done as well. Stop those burrowed roaches. Really any form of attack, really. Also connecting the wall off between your expansion, so no link can sneak into here. Just catching you off guard. They have to walk all the way around. Look how thorough phantaxx is being with this wall, making sure there's not a single hole for Ling to slip in. And it looks like ZvP's going for that roach Ling. No, it's not exactly that. But he is pumping out a lot of Lings now. He's going to be doing a little bit of pressure here. He scouts. See, there's plenty of sentries here. Oh my. Full 8 of them. With 1 zealot. Getting that cannon down to stop any form of broke. Here comes the roaches. We have that roach Ling timing attack here, but it looks like phantaxx is going to be getting this stuff up just in time. I mean, we only have 4 Lings here. And ZvP moving in with roach Lings at the front. Needs to be very careful. Both players, they can either do a lot of damage or take a lot of damage. This cannon's about to finish those poking and prodding here. ZvP is taking a lot of damage. He needs to get down this pylon. Do just a decent amount of damage, doing 100 mils worth. Losing a lot of Lings though. ZvP not looking so hot right now, just based off this opening. I mean, he's not really going all in with it. He's actually taking the third, so he's feigning aggression. He's actually feigning this roach Ling all in that we saw Nest-T do versus Inca, and this is what this guy's probably thinking right now. He saw Nest-T do this against him and was very effective. Or Nest-T do this against Inca, so he's probably facing a lot on the ladder. I mean, you usually, whenever you see an awesome strat like that on GSL or TSL or any other big tournaments, it pops up on the ladder a lot. People try it out, and he's probably seen it a lot lately and doesn't know what to expect. And this isn't really all in with it though. ZvP is expanding, getting ready to go, and that expansion is now done. Looks like we're poking and prodding for. We have so many sentries here. All have so much energy. All are over half. So that's plenty of force fields and guardian shields to use. And ZvP just floating in more and more Lings. Like I said, he's going to be poking here, prodding here. And, you know, it looks like, I can't tell if he's going to be committing to this or not. He's trying to bait the opponent out as much as possible, take as much damage as possible. Good force fields there. Stopping all Lings from breaking through. The roaches have such long range now that they can do a lot of damage there. But ZvP, you know, let's go to the units lost tab. 825 resources for ZvP, 725 for phantaxx. So pretty freaking even. I mean, not really much that can be said. I mean, ZvP wasn't going all in with it. If he was going all in with it, he probably could have done a lot more damage. Don't know if he would have been able to break though. Don't think so. Lairtech on the way from ZvP. Still no Evo chambers. It looks like no +1/+1s on the way yet. +1 weapon on the way for phantaxx, so he's getting that early +1 weapon. Well, not really early, but early enough. Observer on the way as well to scout around the map. Twilight Council going down for him as well. Always awesome to see that form of play here. And we have Burrow on the way for ZvP. We're getting that Burrow Roach. Burrow Roach is so strong. I love going it when I'm playing on my Smurf account. It is so much fun. Immortals on the way. Twilight Council halfway done. Chrono boosting out that +1 weapon. Income tabs 45 for phantaxx, 39 for ZvP. You never ever want to be in a position as Zerg to have be down on harvesters, but he's constantly building more. He's got 5 more on the way. He just evened it up, 47 to 45. ZvP is droning hard, very hard. But we're on 3 bases as well. So if we look at the income, even though ZvP's actually he's caught up now, or they're about even now, but ZvP's definitely ahead on the income tab by a good 100 minerals per second. So that's always good. ZvP losing this overlord here. He's wanting to deny this third as long as possible by spreading the creep. phantaxx did kill it off though, so ZvP's a little bit supply block. But here comes a push from phantaxx. We got creep right here. Observer here that's going to be able to stop all the creep spread, which is not good for ZvP. Burrow is not done. We have Glaw Constitution on the way, which is the roach speed. We don't have roach movement speed yet though, but we have that observer here, so we need to be very careful. We have lots of Lings, lots of roaches on the way. Evo chamber just now finishing. Expansion being built for phantaxx. We're also getting +2 weapons, getting blink as well. Very scary for Zerg to be in. Income tab shows 55 to 53. Hydra Den going down for ZvP, which is a really good choice here. I mean, the opponent is not going Colossus, so Hydras do so much damage versus Gateway units, do so much damage versus Immortals because of how fast they attack and how hard they hit. So without those Colossus on the field, Hydra's going to be really a lot of damage, and with the Roaches that complement them, the blink surround is not going to be as strong as it would like to be. Good cannon wall going down here at the expansion. He's getting ready for any form of aggression from this way. We're getting Overlord speed and drop from ZvP. Wow, very nice choice there. Getting that +2 missile attack. and also Hydraless grain. So we're going to be going for Hydra roach drops. Some people prefer just straight up roach drops. Some people prefer straight Hydra drops. Personally, I prefer a mixture of both. They complement each other so well. phantaxx not doing so hot right now on his Chrono Boost. He's got 75 on this one, 100 on this one, and 9 on that one. So I guess because he just built this, he doesn't really have to worry about Chrono Boost. But I mean, he's letting his Chrono Boost slip. You know, there's so many things he can be Chrono Boosting. He can be Chrono Boosting gateways. He can be Chrono Boosting upgrades. So much he could be Chrono Boosting. He's got gateways sitting around, just not doing anything. And we have Synthetic over here scouting with these lings. He's going to be seeing what's up. Got Poke up here, going to meet a wall of cannons and be like, okay. So expansion here, immediately pulling back, good reaction time. Synthetic wisely taking a 4th base here. Income tab shows 70 to 63. Synthetic slightly behind. He keeps letting Protoss get ahead, but Protoss is probing so hard. Food count, 166 for Synthetic, 142 for phantaxx. And here comes a pretty scary push here from phantaxx. Now, depending on how strong phantaxx's force fields are, this could do a lot of damage. We have Spiral on the way. We have a lot of roaches, a lot of hydras. This could do a lot of damage. We're losing our creep here from Synthetic. Good force fields there, catching a couple roaches there. You never want that to happen as a Zerg player, but it's pretty inevitable. And phantaxx just feigning aggression, forcing a lot of units to be built, and then going home. We have phantaxx researching Zealot Charge. We have phantaxx researching, researching Psionic Storm, so that's always good. In Synthetic space, it finally looks like he's loading up for a drop. We have 2 roaches, 4 roaches, we have 2 hydras, 2 roaches, 2 hydras, 2 roaches. So it's a mixture of roach hydra. Like I said, I like that composition a little bit better, and it looks like we're getting ready to take a 4th as well for phantaxx, so awesome choice there. It looks like he's going to be pushing out here, hitting the 4th of Synthetic. And here comes the drop in the main. Psionic Storm's almost done. Roaches, hydras landing, great drop here. Going to be able to kill so much tech here, and all we have is 3 stalkers moving in. The whole force of phantaxx is going home. He has to bring this back home. This drop is doing so much damage. 2 gateways down already. About to lose the Twilight Council. Blinking up into the base with those. Have to be very careful. Here comes the Overseer. Here comes more stalkers blinking in. He's going to try and load up and get the hell out of there. Keeping some behind to save these Overlords. And what a great drop from Synthetic. Units lost tab shows 1900 for Synthetic, 1300 for phantaxx. So phantaxx still in the lead here. We're warping in some high Templars here. +2 weapons is almost done. Food counts 187 for Synthetic, 174 for phantaxx. If we go over here to phantaxx's 4th, it's just nothing. She's got plenty of pylons here. I mean, when you're sitting on this much minerals and gas at the 17-minute mark, you might as well both playing very easy on the head. We have another drop going on in the main for Synthetic. Picking off gateways again. He's doing so much damage with these drops. This is how Zerg should play. And he's getting out of there fairly quickly. He did not want to lose a single unit there. And this is how you guys need to be playing pro. We have an Overseer over here scouting this main. And we see what's going on. Synthetic, huge Roach Hydra Ball. We're getting Hive Tech as well. No upgrades for the Infestors yet. We're getting +2 missile attack. It looks like we're going to be hitting the main while doing a timing attack on here, but this is just a little too early for me. You want to time your drops as the counterattack's going so you can do a little bit more damage here. But here it comes. We're going to do it anyway. I would have liked to wait just a couple seconds before doing that drop, but he's distracted his opponent long enough. Here comes the engagement. We've warped in lots and lots of stalkers here, but we have the entire force of Synthetic here able to just snipe this expansion. And here comes this wall off is slowing them down. Look how slow it's taking these units to get through. All the stalkers are dead. And phantaxx taking a huge blow there. And Synthetic doesn't even need to push any harder. It's the perfect time for Synthetic to just go, okay, the damage has been done. I shall go home. Income tab 72 for Synthetic, or 72 for phantaxx, 55 for Synthetic. Synthetic not droning near hard enough, especially for being on 4 bases. He could use a lot more drones right now. Looks like we're getting that +1 melee attack and +1 carapace. We're getting ready to make that swatch to ultras and broodlords. And we're getting ready for another drop in the main. We have a drop here with 4 hydras in one hydra in another. Great observer placement though. It's going to see this just in time. But phantaxx is all the way over here. This drop's going to do a lot of damage, so we have nothing in the base. The phantaxx is almost 200, so we'll be able to warp in and stop it. But here comes the engagement. phantaxx is doing a lot of damage, but there's not really much here to kill. I mean, just the hatchery and some guys mining gas. Here's where the real damage is going on, moving more gateways. Oh man, ZvP doing so much damage. Look how fast these guys die, and we have a huge engagement. No, to the third of ZvP. We need to be careful. ZvP needs to get on the high ground. If he gets his army cut in half, that is not good. Getting his whole units up there, able to do a lot of damage. Hydra's coming back over here in the base. We still have Hydra's doing damage to the main too. Great psionic storms from phantaxx doing a lot of damage. And look how much damage it's doing to the Zerg army. Just completely devouring everything. Oh man, but ZvP has units all over the place. He needs to reinforce quick. Archon's warping in the main base. We still have the Hydras doing a lot of damage. Look at these unpowered gateways. ZvP doing a lot of damage with these drops. Might lose his third here though. Needs to be very careful. Roach is landing. If he slaps the third, though, it's going to be a huge loss for ZvP. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to though. Immortal doing as much damage as possible. Archon trying to get around. Will it fall or will it live? It looks like it'll just barely live. Oh man. Income tab shows 74 for phantaxx, though 52 for ZvP, and because phantaxx has this economic lead, he's going to be able to stay in this game. I know it just seems like 20 harvesters, but that 20 harvesters is huge. Now this expansion is up and going. Food counts 146 for ZvP, 101 for phantaxx, and ZvP not in such a hot, or it's in a pretty good position right now. I mean, I have to say he's getting that +3 missile attack right now. And he's about to hit that base really hard right now. Just cannons here. He's going to have to cancel all these phantaxx. He's losing minerals left and right. Here comes the engagement. We have storms here right now. And that's really it, though. ZvP's got a huge army that phantaxx is going to be forced to sacrifice this expansion again. I'd like to see ZvP. You know, I've been talking to him a lot lately. And, like, you know, I've been saying, you know, you got to harass and stuff. And he's actually doing it a lot now. Like, I was trying to get him to do Nidus Worms, but he doesn't want to because he thinks they're bad, and which makes me sad. And they probably are bad. I mean, he's a lot better at this game than me, but you know, it was a couple weeks ago. I was like, ZvP do drops. Well, that was more like a month ago. I was like, ZvP, try dropping a lot. And then you know, like a couple weeks ago, I heard him talking about dropping all the time in ZvP, and he does drops all the time, and it works really well. But this is the first time I've actually seen it in like a really good game, and I mean, you've seen the damage it's done. Now, ZvP a little bit forgetting about Burrow right now. I think he'd like to heal up his units just a little bit. Burrow those for a couple seconds. That would be nice. Income tabs 57 to 56, so ZvP is even the count. Dark Shrine on the way for the Protoss player. phantaxx. Here comes an engagement. ZvP, all these guys are low health for no reason, man. Burrow them. I don't know why you have these overlords with these guys, too. It's kind of weird. Lots of Archons warping in. Oh man, the use of Archons is so sexy. And tabs 57 to 56. ZvP needs a drone a lot harder. He's got 9 on the way as I'm saying that, so good work to him. 11 Hydras on the way. Food counts 116 to 186. So ZvP looking pretty good right now. Pretty good, I have to say. Upgrade status, we're getting +3 carapace. We have +3, +2 melee attacks on the way. We already have the +3 ranged weapons, so that's great for him. We have the Spire, we have the Greater Spire, we do not have an Ultralist Den yet, so we're just pumping out the Roach Hide right now. And ZvP, man, I'd like to see you do more drops. I mean, you see his armies over here, why not drop the main again? Just put, you know, 4 Hydra again. Send another drop into that base, that would be awesome. I mean, there's no point in not being aggressive. Once you have the drop tap, you might as well do it the entire of the game. You don't even have to put Hydras in it, just put Roaches are cheap. Put 4 in each, drop. That's 8 units you're missing for the main engagement, and when you saw his base over there with that Lynx, lots of damage, but oh well. He's, you know, for some reason, he's letting the Zerg or Protoss player catch back up. I mean, look at the income tab. ZvP is ahead now, but look at the food count. It was 142 to 98, to now it's 192 to 164, so those are a lot even numbers, in my opinion. I mean, number-wise, it's not it's about the same, but you know, when it comes to StarCraft 2, like 142 is a lot stronger than 100. Then 197 is 164. So we have DTs on the way. We do have the Spore Spine. ZvP usually likes to put 2 spines down, but this time he's only putting down 1. He's going to try and snipe that Overseer. And oh, here comes an engagement. Horrible spot. ZvP's going to lose all his Hydras in this engagement. His army got cut in half because of how slow Hydras are. That is a horrible position. ZvP is not looking so hot right now. The food count has been even. 172 to 164. ZvP losing all his Hydras, and those are what he needed for the Stalkers. Roaches aren't just going to win this fight for him. Food count It's actually looking really good for ZvP, though. He's instantly resupplying. He's at 21 hydras being built right now, but this army is getting crushed. Because of these DTs, he doesn't have an observer in the army. He just got crushed by Templar. Oh no, ZvP taking so much damage there. phantaxx taking a third, or fourth and a fifth, excuse me. ZvP still only on 4 bases. His natural completely mined out. He's got a lot of he's got a lot of drones mining 1 patch there. I'd like to see you transfer that sometime today, buddy. And now we have a huge counterattack coming from phantaxx. 133 versus 162. We need to be careful. We have our army right here. It mainly consists of hydras, and hydras don't do so well by themselves. They're going to do a lot of damage. We need to be careful, though. We do not have an overseer with the army. Those DTs are going to eat these hydras alive without the roaches. Roaches coming in there from the bottom flank, though. But these DTs are just crushing ZvP. Oh, no. Look how much damage those DTs did. If we click on them individually, they all have several kills. They were just eating those hydras alive. Overseer finishing, but ZvP might be losing it. He needs to be careful. He loses that overseer. He loses the detection. Drones being pulled. I don't know if that's the wisest decision. ZvP are so... Oh, no. These DTs do so much damage. Income taps 57 to 53. ZvP had a 20 food lead on harvesters, and now he's behind. We need an overseer. Where is an overseer when you need one? Does he not have one? Is he not building a new one? No, he does not have one. He needs to get a new one. Oh, finally getting 2 right there. Food count is a 90 to 129. And to be honest, ZvP should have won this a long time ago. I mean, it's a really good game, but just these small mistakes from ZvP let phantaxx catch back up. I mean, right now he's not so caught up as it would seem. It's the harvester counts even. ZvP has a 40 food lead, but it should have been over. Now, income tab shows 57 to 62. He finally got a lot of... Oh, he's still oversaturated on that 1 mineral pack. Got drones sitting around. What are you doing, ZvP? Huge roach push coming out here, though. He wants to do as much damage as he possibly can to this guy's 4th. Lots of probes here. Fully saturated perfectly, actually. So that's good. And ZvP just going back home, actually. Oh, DT's in the mineral line. Warp Prism doing a great job there. Oh, wow. Warp Prism with the DTs. I like this. And we're dropping in a... Oh, no. Immortal drop. Awesome. ZvP cancels it just in time. Catch all the DTs. He caught that one. He's got 2 more to get. He got 1 more to go. Killed all the DTs. Immortal right here, though. Could be sacrificed. Warp Prism sitting over here. I love drops, guys. Especially when a Protoss player is doing them. We're going to keep a steady eye on this Warp Prism. We don't want to miss any drop that goes on. Expansion being built. ZvP, you got that drop tech, bro. Dropping 8 units in here while you counterattack that base is not that costly for your army. I mean, it's 8 roaches. It's not going to be that huge when you're 200. Like to see more drops, but other than that, I mean, it's starting to turn into just a steady macro game. 158 food for ZvP, 128 for phantaxx. Food counts 58 to 57, so or harvester count, excuse me. So pretty even on that. Getting that spore and that spine back down. Oversaturated here by quite a bit. But there's really nowhere else you can send them. He needs this 5th or 4th to finish, or excuse me, 5th to finish. And ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Base-wise, phantaxx is ahead. I mean, he got his 5th base. He was able to distribute his harvesters just a little bit better. But this guy's 3rd, 4th, or 1st and 3rd, and his natural are all mined out. He's got lots of harvesters just sitting around. Epic fail. Now, ooh, this is what I love to see. Brood Lords. Brood Lords are sexy. No plus air attacks yet, but we do have plus 2 ground attacks, so the Broodlings are going to do a little bit more damage than normal. Like to see a little bit air attack if you know you're going to be swapping the Brood. So let's get 1 or 2 of those early on. ZvP is sitting on a lot of minerals and gas. We have more Warp Prism play. Oh my god, Zealots and DTs, right as this expansion finishes. Will they be able to snipe it in time? DTs do so much damage. Look at how fast that life is plummeting. Oh man, just look at that barge slide down. Oh, he got the expansion. Oh, that is not good for ZvP. Guy immediately loads his DTs out of there. Does not want to lose them there. The costly units in that gun. Oh, that's not good. And yeah, I mean, if he keeps sniping this expansion from ZvP might lose this game. It is not, you know, a good situation to be in. And ZvP, look at all this text. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game for my viewers real quick. Right here is the entirety of phantaxx's force. What do we have in his base? We have some cannons right there. Cannons. Okay, so literally, the entirety of phantaxx's force is right here. Would it really be that costly to drop 4? Just 4 roaches? Maybe even 8? I think not. I think it would be worth it. Because he's so far out of position that he'll either have to go home or go for a base trade situation. So, to be honest, I'd like to see ZvP be a little bit more, aggressive with his drop. Not just do it a couple times and feel like you're done, but be constantly aggressive with those drops. Keep him on his toes. Protoss aren't going to be ready for that. They might, if they see it once or twice, they're like, oh, damn, I got dropped. But if you're dropping the whole game, playing it like a Terran, should be sexy. Income tab, 57 to 57. Both players are completely even. This guy's getting +2 shields. Oh, we are moving out. Moving out. Lots of broodlords. ZvP likes to move with his broodlords in front of his army. I have to say, being his clanmate, I have seen him throw away broodlords a lot, and he is being just way too aggressive with these broodlords. If they get the blink right underneath, they can do a lot of damage. Here comes the engagement, though. Protoss player wasn't ready for that, and this is going to be a huge engagement for ZvP. Huge psionic storms. Roach is taking so much damage. Psionic storm on the broodlords. Oh my god, this is going to do so much damage. So they need to be careful, really careful here. All the broodlords are still alive, though. Roaches are still alive too, and oh man, ZvP definitely coming out on top of this engagement. Food count is 142 for ZvP, or 142 for phantaxx, 200 for ZvP, so ZvP definitely coming out on top of that fight. Looks like we have a Ling drop into this base, but so many photon cannons here that not gonna be that, not gonna be that cost effective. I mean, he didn't really kill anything, so bad drop there. Come on, ZvP, Ling drop in this base would be sick. Go for those tech structures. He's got nothing over here but an expansion. Take out what's building his units and you win. Lots of zealots warping in. Be careful of your broodlords, ZvP. Do not let him blink underneath. Roach is moving forward. Reinforcement on the way. Food count. It's plummeting for ZvP, though. He's losing all his broodlords. Great focus fire from phantaxx. All these broodlords are dying, but ZvP's reinforcements are coming in just in time. I don't know if phantaxx gonna be able to hold this off much longer. Reinforcements are so strong. We have 40 Lings on the way from ZvP. Oh man, he's just gonna completely try and overwhelm the front with a lot of units really quickly. More Dark High Templar warping in. I do not know if that was the best decision for him. I guess he thought he was gonna hold that off. All the Lings are on the field though. phantaxx blinking forward, just trying to get another couple pop shots off. And here comes the Lings. Here comes the Roaches. Food count's 96, 133. Here comes another engagement. You need to be careful. We need to kill these High Templar before they get the storm. They're getting deadly close. Here comes the swarm of Lings. This is why they are known as the Swarm. Zealots warping in. He needs to be careful. This High Templar almost have enough energy. If phantaxx can hold on to get those storms off, it'll be a huge blow. Storms are ready. They're going down on the Lings, but friendly fire killing himself. Oh man, this is not good for phantaxx. Warping in 2 DTs, 2 Stalkers, and a Zealot. Income tab, 52 to 57, but I do not see phantaxx surviving this. The food count 61 to 120, ZvP just barely coming out on top, and you cannot make a recovery when you have less than half the supply of your opponent. It's just so difficult. ZvP taking that 5th finally. DTs here, doing some damage. We do not have our Overseer though. Finally warping in one right there, but oh, phantaxx sees it, blinks forward, tries to kill it, ZvP cancels. Food counts 55 to 112. ZvP, what are you doing, man? We have 1 mining base here. Income tabs 38 to 56. ZvP's looking like he's gonna go home and defend while he gets that Overseer and then push out for one final crushing blow. It looks like. Looks like phantaxx is retaking this base. Needs to get that economy going if he wants to stand a chance here. Income tab 56 to 38. Units tab, we have 4 Stalkers, 3 DT, 3 Zealots for him. And we have Warp Prism play coming. We have a drop here trying to delay this expansion. Corruptors, go, go, go. Which one's faster? I think that the Warp Prisms are actually pretty fast. So, oh, actually, I don't know. Corruptors might be a little bit quicker. Good corruption there. Flying over to his warp or his cannons though, so I don't see that working out well at all. Expansion done for ZvP. 7 Stalkers being warped in. We have a little counterattack here of roaches. I don't understand why Synthetic is just throwing his banging ahead against his expansions. All his tech's right here. All his structure, everything he builds with is over here. Why not hit this? Kill what he's making his armies with, and you win. You don't need to take out his economy. If you say you don't take out his economy, say you still got an economy left, what's he gonna build with? Nothing. Hit here. So it looks like it's the last desperate chance for phantaxx, but we have such a beastly force here. Synthetic just needs to end the game already. Gonna let him get back in, Synthetic, and lose. Please don't do that. Synthetic a little bit worried about Warwick Prism play. He knows how vital this expansion is to his survival, so he's throwing down 3 spines and a spore. Spore for the DTs, of course. Income tab, 38 to 52. Our Protoss player is so starved right now. He just doesn't know what to do. He's down to the wire right now. He's got this base. Income tabs, 38 to 59. Synthetic, why are you warping in Broodlords, man? Just end the game. Just go crush them, bro. Such a huge force from Synthetic compared to phantaxx. But look how close the fight's getting. The food count's getting now. It's 101 to 165. Synthetic, the longer you let the Protoss stay in, the worse off you're going to be. Just go end the game. And I still want, you know, I'm going to have to talk to Synthetic about this. Oh, huge blink up into the base. Go try and snipe this expansion. Killing off the queen. Lost the spine college. So many roaches, though. phantaxx must realize this is game over at any moment. Good blink, trick there. Using a rally point to blink out there. And he's taking the gold, so he knows the gold's the last chance he has. Broodlords are done. We're going to be moving out very, very soon. Like I was saying, I'm going to have to talk to Synthetic about his drops. As Terran, you can't ever stop dropping. The moment you stop dropping, you let your opponent get ahead. And I know he doesn't play Terran, and he obviously doesn't keep dropping. That's right, but think if he was keeping dropping, guys, he'd be able to win this game a lot easier. Huge engagement here. Charge Lock's doing a lot of damage. Blink gets forward, killing the Broodlord, but just too many roaches here. Synthetic's able to resupply really quickly. Food comes up 61 to 145. And the Protoss player warping in a bunch of High Templar. I'm really questioning that. Synthetic chasing these guys with the Lings and the Roaches. I don't understand why he's doing that. He just seems to go end the game. What are you doing, Synthetic? Just end the damn game. Just end the damn game. Income tabs 56 to about 38. Food counts 67 to 148. Synthetic just drawing this on as long as possible. Wants me to just sit here and watch him not do anything. Warp Prism scouts this. We don't have any AA here to kill it, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to be hitting this gold that just finished, so that's 400 minerals down the drain. We have these High Templar here. All have enough for Storm, so this is his last-ditch effort. If he lands these Storms perfectly and Synthetic doesn't play right, he's just going to GG out. Knowingly he lost that expansion. That was his last hope. He wasn't going to win with just High Templars and Zealots, no matter how great his Storms were. So, yeah. A pretty damn good game. I love the drop play from both players. We had the Warp Prism drops over here. We had Synthetic constantly dropping the main. I'd like to see him drop a little bit more, but, I mean, this guy plays Grandmaster League, guys. He went up against Root Cats, and all of you know Root Cats. So, Synthetic didn't beat him. It was actually, but it was pretty close that I watched the game. But, yeah, he's pretty damn good. I don't know what phantaxx's rating is. I didn't check but he's a high Masters, of course. So it's a pretty damn good game. 44 minutes. Gotta love it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/StarcraftSquad. Submit your replay. Just check out my 3 series. They'll be linked down below. You can submit replays to all 3 of them, and I will commentate them. Coaching is $8 an hour. And if you're interested in that, you can send an email to starcraftsquad@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for submitting this.